What is this emotion?
Yeah, man, it's been the last couple of years of my life have been pretty rough, not like I never let it get me down too far, you know what I mean? But I've definitely had a lot of hurt in my recent past for sure. But God gives me the strength. The joy of the Lord is my strength, so I just keep going.
How much did the challenges like affect your relationship with the sport? I mean, do you still love it? And like, I'm definitely doing this 100%. Or were there times you're like, why am I even messing with this?
100%. Yeah, definitely that question goes into my mind all the time. Like, why am I doing this? Even just in the locker room, like, why am I doing this? Remind myself, like, I'm the best, like, this is also what, it sounds so crazy, but it really, and sometimes I don't understand it, but God really designed me to do this. I'm really good at this, and I know there's so many, everybody's good at this, but, especially at this high level, but, I think this is just a tool for me to learn lessons in life and grow in my spirituality and my strength. And there's fighting beats you up, man, emotionally, everything like that. Not just the physical stuff, like the mental and psychological things, just. But I choose to be loving regardless, and choose to just not let that make me a certain way or bitter or anything like that. Just forgive, and keep moving.
It's awesome. Great performance tonight. Look good on the feet, look good on the ground. I mean, I'm sure you'll find, little things you could have done better. But
Yeah.
overall, how do you feel at 125 pounds and fighting out there?
Yeah, I felt actually pretty good. There was some things to work on. I think I wasn't as quick as I wanted, like as snappy as I wanted to be. But my arms are a little bigger, and but I also could feel my strength was great. So I know, and I think everybody thinks that I'm small or weak or something like that. So it's just good to get better at the grappling aspect of things and just kind of keep all of my skills up at a high level, like no weakness anywhere.
Yeah. I wonder what your thoughts were competing at the Apex, right? A unique environment for you. Did you enjoy it? I think maybe the piece of it might be a little nice for you. I don't know. What did you think?
Yeah, I thought weigh-ins was a little awkward because I'm used to like crazy press conferences and crazy weigh-ins, which in the past it used to like bother me, but then I kind of grew accustomed to the chaos. So that was a little awkward, but coming here was definitely comfortable. I was a little bit more serious. I think there was like the environment was like, oh, is this trying to make me comfy, make me sleepy or something? And I was like, no, just keep focused and no matter what's happening. And so it was cool. I definitely liked fighting here. The cage was a little smaller than I like saw from the outside. So when I was in there, I was like, okay, all right, we're gonna have to, get our footwork on and stuff. But overall, it was a great experience.
Nice. Last thing for me, you kind of touched on it, right? Like you're going to be paying attention to next week, and we know about tough and all that's happening. But I'm just curious. I mean, now that you're here, do you say, well, I got to wait my turn, or you kind of flex that star power, flex yourself a little bit and start inject yourself that, title picture, title shots, that sort of thing?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Would you be? Yeah. I mean, are you just kind of like settling into the division and be like, well, I'll just wait my turn, or do you start saying, hey, look, I'm the former champ,
Yeah. I think that's definitely like if they wanted to give me a title shot, I'm more than happy to do that. You know what I mean? I know. I lost to Manon Farrow, and she's fighting Erin Blanchfield, and I thought, and she was calling for a title shot. So I know how things work, and I know that you gotta, earn things, but. Man, and had things gone a little bit different of a way, I probably would have been in that title shot, after Manon. But it is what it is. I just, it was kind of weird not being ranked too, and just like, okay, now, like, can I just get ranked now? And then it was like, okay, so I think that just kind of like threw me off a little bit, like, but I forgot what I was gonna say. So yeah, but it was kind of cool, and like, I was happy to like. Instead of just being the champ and then just jumping straight into a super fight, champ versus champ, go up a weight class. I think it is kind of cool to just work your way up, you know what I mean? And do it that way. I think becoming the champ this way would be way more impressive in my opinion. But, at the same time, like if they want to give me that, I'll take it.
Hey, Rose.
Yeah.
You mentioned Macy Barber as well. What about that fight interests you?
I think she's a savage, you know. She's a big girl. She's strong. She's just like a bully in there, you know. And I knew her when she was really young, and she's a lot different now. And you know, she used to kind of like call me out back when she was younger and things like that. So you know, I think it's kind of funny, but you know, she's really tough, and that would definitely motivate me and get me going every day, because I know she throws with really bad intentions, yeah. But anybody else is cool too, you know. Aaron Blanchfield, Manon, whoever, title, yeah, don't matter.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You mentioned there the smaller cage. I know you're used to competing at these big arenas and going through these big 5 weeks. So, did you make any adjustments on the fly given that small cage you noticed?
I don't know. I guess it just nothing in particular. I just kind of took note of it, you know. I think it's just more in my subconscious than anything. Yeah, but I think I was thinking to feint more, but just for some reason, you know, Jake had to keep yelling it out for me to keep doing it. But yeah, definitely like feinting more was kind of like in the adjustment thought process.
And I know you know more than anyone as a fighter that there's a big part of fighting is the mentality aspect. So given now we're in the Rose flyweight era, is there a new mentality going into this era?
Yeah, everything is, I think it's, even though I'm saying I'm the best, you know, it's just like, it's more, that's just like, I'm still, I think just now I'm more focused on, you know, my spirituality and things like that, and things beyond this realm, you know. So I think before it was like, I gotta do it, you know. If I don't, you know, win, my whole I don't know, self-worth is just on the line, and I just feel crappy about myself. And it's like, dude, you know, it's so hard. Everybody trains so hard, and we all want it, you know. So I just kind of like let go a little bit and just let, you know, God do the rest.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Rose, what did you think was the difference for you? The rounds were close. You won 4 of the 5 rounds on 2, but a lot of those rounds were close. What did you think you did better that led you to get the victory?
Yeah, I think I had more top position. I know she got me with one of the head tosses, you know, and I think I just landed more power shots. I think she probably landed maybe more more actual strikes. I don't know, but I always was better at landing more. I know there's like significant strikes and then strikes landed or whatever, but I think there should be maybe like, I think my significant strikes were more significant, if that makes any more sense. So I just think I had more impact, and I think I caused more damage to her face for sure. And yeah, I feel like I had 3 of the rounds. Yeah.
And just curious, you know, you referenced the not being ranked, you know, and you hadn't won in the division, but did it do anything to your confidence when you look at it and your name's not there, like you're used to being not only in the rankings, but at the top of the rankings? Did it, you know, make you doubt yourself at all, or even for a little bit?
I just thought it was strange, you know, and definitely it made me doubt myself in the sense of like, why am I even worried about this? I never used to worry about this kind of stuff before. It never bothered me. Like, people would always be like, oh, so what do you think about your ranking? And I'm just like, I don't know. Like, am I winning? Like, that's all I care about. So I've always felt like it was just the champ and everybody else, you know. And so, but all of a sudden it was like, why am I even worried about this? You know what I mean? Kind of a thing. But it was strange, you know, and it was cool to still be pound for pound somewhere in there. But yeah, it was weird. Yeah. Oh yeah, I just want to shout out to, hold on, what's her name? Nancy McNally, the mayor of Westminster. We got, you know, my favorite city, Westminster Dog Park. They're trying to close it down. I wanted to make this announcement on the post-fight interview, but I forgot. But yeah, I want to talk to her because they're trying to shut down our beloved dog park in Westminster, and there's a lot of I think lies, and they're doing it in a very dishonest way, in my opinion. And so they're trying to, you know, yeah. Anyway, so shout out to Nancy McNally. I would love to talk to you. All right, thank you.
That's a good call out.
Oh yeah, Westy dogparkguardians.org. I'm gonna also auction my fight gear to help support the cause. Thank you.